This is additional artwork by Rob Gustavson. It's for sale. Here's one I did of John Lennon. This has been modified in a photo lab. Here's a weird illustration. Pre-Star Wars. On the back of a Pall Mall thingamajig. Pall Mall box, cigarette box. Yeah, I'm opposed to tobacco, of course. But anyway, this drawing is just one that I couldn't quite throw away. It reminds me of a friend of mine's father who was a psychiatrist. He looked a lot like this. And these are just old things, you know, laying around. If you see anything you like, let me know. Visit my website where I sell comic books, graphicillusion.com. Again, this is just artwork I did a long time ago, and I throw nothing away. But I'm showing it for a number of reasons. And only positive reasons, of course. This is another variant. This is the piece of crappy cardboard that I first drew Mr. Dow, and then I modified it and painted over it. So years later, it's one of the variations. I tell people I have 500 to 1,000 variations of Mr. Dow, but I'm not 100% sure if that's true. Originally there's going to be millions of little worlds and universes coming out of his head right there. And I wrote in the back right after the S training in 1976, and now I've covered it up. Here's what it looked like. This is the lousy cardboard I did all this stuff on. Took notes when I got home. I have about a few things in it, and then I had some other insights, which I'm not going to say out loud. So anyway, here we have like me trying to draw a comic book. Energy, oh yeah, follows thought. And then we have all these different word balloons in an artistic way, I think. Some weird symbols for no reason. I've always drawn symbols. And then this is somebody else's palette, which I can't throw it away. I hope I do someday. Maybe I'll throw it away soon, or maybe I should put it on eBay just like that. Who knows? And another drawing, and one of my other comic strips that no one on earth has seen, except in some of my other videos trying to show my art. This is just a Xerox of it. Some more Mr. Dow ads. I think I'm going to pull out the book of ads soon. This was inside a magazine I published called Graphic Illusion. This is an ad that appeared in RBCC. And Tim Kirk and George Barr did the art. Pencil by Tim Kirk, who became like a Disney director. Inked by Barr, who's one of the greatest fantasy comic artists since Hannes Bach and Virgil Finlay. There's one of my drawings, just a copy. Nope, wait a sec. Yeah, I think it's just a copy. Could be the original, I'm not sure. No, it's just a copy. There's Flash Gordon and Dale Evans. One of my paintings. Done well. I lived in a van for a year. I looked at an Alex Raymond panel of an old 1930s Flash Gordon strip, and that's what came out. Again, I did this drawing prior to Detective Comics or Batman 700. If you look carefully at their painted cover, which is the second cover within, well, whoever did it was exposed to this drawing beforehand. I know it beyond a doubt of shadows. This is just a place that I went to once, and I sat there and I was drawing this. The guy asked me why I was drawing it. He's probably confused. I wasn't sitting in nature. I was sitting near this driveway with these cool trees. And then I did a painting that got dissolved. A girl threw a beer on my painting. This is the only print that I ever sold at the World Science Fiction Convention, where it was first shown. And I call it Undersea Alien Observer. See that little horn there? The horn is just as exciting as this fish. And I'm pretending that he's the original creator of a lot of sea life. But he himself is so very interesting. And some people think Earth is a giant mental institution. I don't really think that. I don't really think we're all inmates. And but I think there's a lot going on that people don't know about. Anyway, here's another Mr. Dow. I know I don't. There's plenty I don't know because I just watch TV. I rarely leave my house. There's another Mr. Dow variant, one of my favorite ones. Look at all that energy. I created this because of looking at a Steve Ditko Doctor Strange Tales comic book, 146, when you had Eternity exploding. Doctor Strange was inside that. Well, this is my Vishnu Mr. Dow to kind of slow that down. And then here we have, I'm in a motel room, probably alone. I do this painting during my bored phase. And here's another weird drawing. Happened right after a bunch of guys committed suicide. This drawing came out. I personally am opposed to suicide. I would never consider it under any circumstance. I'm also opposed to all drugs, legal or not. I know that's weird information. And then here's a painting I did. It's a copy of a painting I did in Big Sur by a lily pond over the ocean.